Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday morning and I am filming my very first YouTube video. For those of you who don't know me yet, I am an ultra trail runner. I've run about 11 road marathons and 3 ultra trail races, my longest distance being a 50-miler back in 2019. At the beginning of quarantine, I couldn't do a single push-up and I immediately knew I had to change that. So I dedicated most of my time to getting stronger in my upper body. After a certain amount of time, it started to become addicting and it became more of a game than like a chore, but it wasn't always that way. And the truth is, I'm not always motivated. There are some days that I would rather stick a fork in my eye than go work out, but I do it because I have a routine and I'm in a habit. I also have discipline because I know my goals are not going to come easy and I have to work hard for them. So I've decided to share 5 easy tips that you can implement to help you get motivated and stay motivated. So tip number 1 is to establish realistic, attainable goals. They can be either weight or strength based, as in you want to lose X amount of pounds in X amount of weeks, or you want to lift X amount of pounds in X amount of weeks. But you have to have them clearly laid out and attainable. So you're not gonna say, I wanna lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. That's no. A more realistic goal would to be lose 1 to 2 pounds every week. And then you can just keep chasing that every single week. You start building on that. With that, you want to envision yourself completing your goal every single day. Think about what it would look like if you were 2 pounds less, or if you could lift that amount of weight. For example, at the beginning of quarantine, I wanted to do a single push-up, and I didn't even know what that would feel like because I had never done a push-up in my life. So I would just think about what it would look like, and it would empower me because I looked awesome, and I wanted that to be me. Tip number 2 is to create a schedule or a routine that you follow. I would recommend planning out a weekly schedule. So you have all of your days of the week and then you have your workouts that you're gonna do under those days. This is great because you can always refer to it whenever you don't know what you wanted to work out that day, or you're feeling unmotivated. You have a schedule to go follow, and you know that if you follow that schedule perfectly, you will reach your goal. You also want to have a planned place where you work out so you know where you're gonna go. For me, I have my home gym in my garage, but for some people it can be a gym or it can be a park. With quarantine and a lot of gyms not being open, there are so many great home workouts that you can do with which you don't need any weights or equipment for. But if you do want to get weights, you have to get creative. If you have some water jugs you can fill up and then squat with it, or you have some wooden plates that you can make a barbell with, you gotta get creative. You also wanna make time for your workouts just as you would a work meeting. You wanna set that importance for your workouts really high, especially if you have defined goals that you wanna achieve. So make sure you're in your iPhone calendar or your printed out calendar and you have a slot that you're gonna work out and nothing else can move that. It's set in stone, it's carved in rock, it is solid. That way you never will make excuses for being too busy or not having enough time. Tip number 3 is to find something that you really enjoy about working out. For me, it was listening to really good music and letting my hair down and feeling like a badass. But for other people, it can also be the way it makes you feel, the endorphins, the results that you start to see after your progress. Maybe it could be just being outside and seeing beautiful nature. That could be something that helps you look forward to your workout. You want it to be fun and not be a chore. Tip number 4 is to find someone like a friend or family member to hold you accountable. And this can also be in the form of social media if you want to share your journey and your progress on your Instagram, your Facebook, anywhere that you have people who will comment and give you positive feedback. Especially for me in the beginning of quarantine, as I started to post more pictures about me getting stronger and feeling better, it really validated what I was doing and helped me get inspired to do my next workout. You should start to share your goals with your friends and your family members so they can hold you accountable and make sure that you're staying on track as well. It'll also get you super excited about your goals and when you achieve them. Tip number 5 is to surround yourself with highly motivated individuals. And again, this can be on social media, it can be through a run club or a group that you want to hang out with. When I was training for a lot of ultra races, I would hang out with this really inspiring run club that would run 10 miles and think of it as no big deal. That was their mentality. At the beginning, I was like, oh, we just ran 10 miles. Huh. But then towards the end, I was like, oh, we just ran 10 miles. Let's go 5 more. I started to turn into them and adopt that mentality, which I thought was pretty cool. And if you want to surround yourself with highly motivated individuals, you could download the app Strava. It's like social media for athletes. You can log your workouts and you can have friends in the app, and then whenever you post your workout, your friends can give you kudos, which is like a little thumbs up that you did a good job. So that can also be a cool way to stay motivated. If you want to download Strava, I'll drop the link in the description below. So those are my 5 tips to get motivated and stay that way. But I would like to remind you that even the best athletes in the world don't always feel motivated for their workouts every single day. But they do it because they have a routine and they have discipline. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Don't be too hard on yourself, especially if you're just starting out. You want to make sure that you are having fun, enjoying yourself, and doing it for all the right reasons. With that said, this is the end of my video. If this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and check out my Instagram for daily motivation. Please also leave a comment down below for any videos that you would like to see from me in the future. Bye, you guys.